my name is Drew Garner. I'm one of the health science teachers here at Turner High School. 5 years ago, I had a student come up and ask me a couple weeks before she graduated if I remember what I told her about becoming a nurse during her health class her freshman year. I told her this was 4 years ago, and I talk a lot about different types of healthcare careers in health class. But she was really specific about wanting to get into nursing school. So next couple weeks, we looked at what schools in the area offered the program that she was interested in, and went from there. The next year, I had 5 or 6 students come up and ask me the same types of questions about how to apply for schools, what schools had certain programs or degrees, and all of this kind of led to starting the health science pathway here at the high school. So that's my why as to getting into the health science pathway. We have now started and turned it into a podcast and a YouTube channel. This is going to act as our guest speaker library for our current and future healthcare career students that are interested in getting into a healthcare profession. I wanted students to be able to learn a lot about the different varieties of aspects of healthcare professions, not just that there are nurses and doctors, but when we started to talk about getting guest speakers to come into school, wanted to look at a variety of different healthcare professions. So we came up with 5 pillars of things that our students wanted to learn about. The first was careers in healthcare and sports medicine. Like, what are the different careers there are? That everybody's not just a nurse or a doctor. We wanted to learn from the experiences of former students from the high school. So people that had graduated maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, what they were doing in college to further educate themselves, as well as get into their professions and learn their processes and skills that they learned in high school and college that helped them with their current profession. We also wanted to hear from instructors and professors from colleges and universities that were teaching these classes. They wanted to learn about the pathways, how many credit hours there were, what classes were like, just the ins and outs of college and what to expect. We also wanted to look into some of the non-traditional pathways of getting into healthcare career fields, maybe as starting off as a CNA, working your way up while continuing your education while working in a hospital. Students also were interested in what continuing education was available for them as professionals and any healthcare career events that were happening for them that they could go to. So our first 2 years of the program, we typically had about 10 to 15 guest speakers that would come into the building. They would sit and talk with our class for about an hour. Students would ask some questions and get to know just the variety of skills that they used in their profession. Whether that's a physical therapist, an athletic trainer, a dentist, or just general nurses in general. So like many things, in the spring of 2020, COVID changed how we do our guest speakers. So students were back at home and learning online, as well as the 2020-2021 school year looked a little bit different. We weren't allowing guest speakers in the building, so things had to pivot and change. This started the YouTube channel and podcast for healthcare careers. Students were still interested in learning about the healthcare profession, maybe even more now, knowing that there are a lot of jobs and available positions out there. Some of them didn't even know what a respiratory technician was until COVID came around. So they're still learning about the professions they dreamt of going into. Some of the things that students wanted to learn about was the educational process, how they chose their schools, what a typical day in the life of your profession looks like, how you chose the current employer for your job, as well as career goals and some of the passions that you have for your profession. If you know someone that would benefit from listening to this podcast or YouTube channel, please share it with them or go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you know someone that'd be interested in becoming a guest speaker to talk about their healthcare profession, we'd love to talk to you. Thanks for your time. Hope you guys have a great day.